What's up, little bros? You got Big Bro here, Vampire Blocker. Now, as you know, Trump threw his hat in the presidential race last night for 2024. And I'm going to break down some things on why that doesn't even matter on who's your president. I don't pick a side because I know they're all crooks and they all play the same game against us. I'm going to leave a link in the description of a video I made over a year ago. Before interest rates start blowing up, before inflation hit. It's called Inflation Problem Solved. Nothing against Lucky Lopez. He likes to call out and say that he called the whole car crisis months ago. I'll leave a timestamp on how your boy called it over a year ago, because I took a look around at people who had money, who've never had money before, and the first thing they did was go out and buy cars. Now, I'm going to break down why it does not matter who your president is. There's people that are called lobbyists. They control who go into office with donation, campaign money, and all type of stuff like that. You can look for yourself. But what's his name? Sigmund Freud, whatever, from the whole FTX debacle. He donated money to both sides of the campaign. He didn't care who was going to run. He didn't even know who was going to run. He just donated money to the Democrats and Republicans so it could benefit him. So laws can be swayed to benefit cryptocurrencies and crypto platforms. A lot of you might not understand. You're fighting for a side that really doesn't even matter. I got friends that get into battles over Biden and Trump and Obama and Trump and Obama and Bush. What you don't understand is a lot of the things they talk about on the news, that's very minimal stuff. There are 1,000-page bills that have so much stuff in it that doesn't even come into effect years down the line after they're gone. Meaning, you could have things that Bush signed that doesn't come into effect until Obama was in office. You got things that Obama signed that didn't come into effect until Trump was in office. You'll have stuff that Trump signed that doesn't come into effect until Biden was in office. I trust none of them. None of them will help you in your life that will be life-changing. Will you pay more or less at the pump? Possibly. Will you pay more for groceries? Possibly. But the decisions you make will determine the outcome of where you go in life. Meaning, I bought a $500 coffee maker. It makes espressos, it makes macchiatos, it makes cappuccinos, iced coffee, hot coffee, large cups, small cups. People will look at that coffee maker and go, oh, I'm not going to buy that coffee maker. But they'll waste their time online ordering their $6 Starbucks. They'll stand in line for their coffee. They'll have to wake up early to go to the coffee spot. When in the long run, they're going to spend way more money on buying their coffee when I pack my coffee. That coffee maker was $500, right? I spent that 5 years ago, and I've been making coffee ever since with that coffee maker. That was a decision I made because I said financially, that's a better option. You got people that depend on somebody else to change the outcome of their life. You have to be the outcome of your life. Whatever God you believe in, as long as they wake you up in the morning, it's your job after that to determine where you go. People get into these fights over Democrats and Republicans and this bill and that bill. You don't get the whole bill. You don't know what's in there. Like, I work with people, they don't even know what's in the master contract, but they're going to tell me a bill that a president signed. For instance, I've been a longshoreman for going on 19 years. I drive a 2018 certified pre-owned Ram. People will come in this industry and be here for months, a year, and they go out and they buy a $60,000, $80,000, $100,000 car. That's the decision they made. They're coming to work now for that car. Nancy Reagan said something. She said, you have a better chance of controlling what happened in your households than what happens in the White House. There's big institutions, big banks, big companies that control what happens in Washington. That affects you. You will never have the power to be able to go there and determine which way a country's gonna go. You can only determine which way your life goes. People were so happy to get the bailout money, but they didn't understand what comes with that. Hyperinflation. Like I said, I'm gonna leave that video in the description. Before inflation even went rampant, before car prices exploded, I made a video in 2021 on that. We got to get smarter. Meaning, when you wake up and you choose to deal with a toxic person, you don't have to deal with them. Okay? Dave Ramsey has said this plenty of times. If you don't like where your life is going, change. If you don't like being broke, change. I make videos on how I want another car, but I'm not going to pay what they want because I know I'm not going to pay that just because I want something. I'm going to wait until I find something that is feasible for me. It breaks my heart when I see people wasting their time fighting over politics, arguing over sports. I'm a diehard Eagle fan. We lost the other day. Shout out to the Commanders. Great game you played. People walk past me, oh, your Eagles lost, your Eagles lost. If they win or lose, how does that change the trajectory of my life on where it's going? Think about that for a second. The Eagles win or lose, I don't play for the Eagles. I don't make the Eagles salary. I don't practice with the Eagles. I don't travel with the Eagles. You got to stop paying attention to these news outlets. I don't care if it's CNN, Fox, I don't care what it is. You got to stop watching these news outlets. They're trying to program you to be angry and to fight. That's what they want. They want us fighting as a country so they can pass all this stupid stuff that benefits them. Every politician lives a better life than we do. So be smart with the decisions you make. It doesn't matter who's in Washington. It's the decisions you make in your everyday life that will change your family's life and your family's outcome on where they're going to go. Hope this video helps. No regrets. You are your driving force. And the person above that you believe in. No one else matters. If you're the head of your household, be the head of your household. Stop wanting free stuff. Stop wanting people to change your life for you. It's not going to happen. No regrets.